He let me lead. Very few men, I think, let you do that. He trusts me. He's like, if you think this is right, go for it. He's the mind behind the science, Skinwood. I think I'm the heart and vision.
Welcome back to another episode of Success Decoded, the podcast where we explore the deeper qualities that define true success beyond the accolades and the achievements. I'm your host, Taylor Elizabeth, and today we're diving into the story of a woman who has redefined what it means to turn adversity into purpose. Laxmi Asrani didn't just survive tuberculosis. She emerged stronger with time, using her experience to fuel a thriving skincare and wellness brand. From Skinwood Clinic to launching her own clothing label, Laxmi's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, reinvention, and purpose-driven leadership. Today, we'll unpack the moments that shaped her, the values that grounded her, and the lessons that she learned along the way. So welcome. We're so happy that you're here, and I know you're you're an inspiration to me, and you'll be an inspiration to so many of our viewers, so welcome. And I would like to start with something that, again, so inspiring. And this was from a recent Women's Day speech, and you spoke incredibly powerfully about turning your battle into purpose, right? And purpose is so important. You said, back then I kept asking, why me, God? Today I finally understand it didn't happen to me, it happened for me. Can you unpack that for us? Tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, as you said, yeah, why me? I still ask question why me, but now I have the answer to it, why me? Because I think I have the voice to share. And I have if it did not happen to me, I don't think I would have been sitting here talking to you. And when you asked me why me, I went back to 3 years, and when I used to curse God, I stopped believing in God, I stopped praying. I said, why it happened to me? I was a genuine person, I was a nice person. Why God cursed me? And then I realized maybe I had a voice to share. I mean, I come from a good family. TV did not discriminate. It did not care about it. So if I can help, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. So maybe God chose me. I was a chosen one to save people.
I think this is a way that, God works in mysterious ways, right? And so this is a way to help you attain the purpose that we have in life, which is, to make a positive impact on other people's lives. And this, you have a huge platform to be able to do that. And this is what I would love to talk about today, which is tell us a little bit more about some of the misconceptions of TB.
So people think all the TB, spreadable, it's contagious. No, it's not. I had lymph node TB. It's not contagious. It's not spreadable. Only if you have a lungs TB, it's spreadable. And if you're not on medication, if you're on medication, you can't spread because your TB is sleeping. So yeah, the misconception TB is spreadable. If it spreads by touching, no, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I had TB. My family used to eat from the same plate. I used to sleep with my parent. I used to sleep with my husband. So yeah, it doesn't spread. Right. It doesn't spread like that.
Yeah. So the first is that it's contagious, super contagious. So people have fear, right, about it.
It is contagious if you're not on medication and if you have lungs TB. But if you have lymph node, you have brain, you have uterus, you have kidney, you have skin, it's not contagious. So yeah, that's the one of the biggest myth people should remove it from my head. TB is contagious. It's not.
I think maybe not so much a stigma that's attached with it. It's just the healing journey that comes with it too. Like, so people just say you have TB, okay, go take the medicine, isolate yourself or something, because they don't know that there's these different types of TB. And they also don't know that that journey of healing isn't quite as simple as that. Will you tell us a little bit more about that as well?
Absolutely. I don't think the awareness, people are aware of TB. People have empathy for cancer patients. If somebody has cancer, people like, oh, this person needs extra care, extra love. But for TB, they're like, oh, this person should be home. She should not go out. You won't believe, one of my client, so she had a fight with one of my staff and she got to know I had TB. She wrote about on her social media, this woman has TB, she's spreading TB. So people still have that misconception where my lawyers had to get in touch with her that, people think if they have a platform, they can write anything. But it impacts. I was mentally very low back then. I was not stable. And somebody wrote where I think it's what's my story to share. Nobody has the right to use that story. So yeah, the stigma and people take advantage of it. And the person who wrote herself belonged from a very well-to-do family. So yeah, there are stigma. People think if TB is spreadable, this person is untouchable. You should not be next to that person.
Yeah, there is a lot of stigma. And there's also what I can hear also the journey of the healing journey is also quite challenging, not just because the medicine is very toxic for your body, which I would love to hear a little bit about your journey, but also the emotional part of it as well.
So, first of all, the medicine plays a very big role. I mean, it impacted my mental health. I stopped after a month of medication. I was taking linezolid. I stopped walking. I did not have sensations. I got arthritis, tendinitis. I still remember my staff, Shubham, used to take me from home to the hospital. And there come a day I used to see everybody walking and I'm going. I was like, I'm just 28 and it happened to me. I did not find any purpose to live. And I used to puke 20 times a day. The medicines were so toxic. Even while talking to you, I can, in my head, I'm visualizing those days. So yeah, the medicines are very toxic. I lost sensation. I gained weight because I peripheral neuropathy. I couldn't sleep for nights because and I used to get up in the morning and I used to pray, God, today just give me the strength to take medicine. Tomorrow I'll figure out. Today. And I used to write in my diary, God, please forgive me if I've done something. So it has taken a toll. And when my partner read the book, he used to just feel bad. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you cursing yourself? I stopped talking to him for months. I was like, no, you should find someone else. Now it's too much. I don't think I am a normal girl. Because the stigma did not leave me as well. It took me time. See, I understand when you say you have, if I would tell you, please don't be scared. Even I was scared. I was not, even I believed in that stigma, TB spread by touching. So I was not out of it. I thought I'll spread my family as well until I started taking therapy back then. My doctor told you're safe. He gave me a certificate. Nothing can happen to you. You cannot spread TB. And yeah, I'm still not out of it. I'm trying. I go therapy. I go on and off. I started again. I told you 3 days back my therapy because now I realize I have to be serious. I think I'm fine. Then again, even little thing happen, I go back to the old. And coming back, medicines are very toxic. It's not easy. You're taking 20, 25 pills a day, plus you're taking antidepressant pills. I gained a lot of weight because I lost my sensation. And when I was getting my sensation back, it felt like somebody burned my leg. It was third-degree burn. So I was taking antidepressant pills 4 times a day so I could sleep. And that I gained 18 kgs. So my friends like, oh, how did you gain weight when everyone lose weight? I That a good sign also. That was doctor said it's a good sign because you're not losing weight. People have this misconception on TB, you lose weight. When I lost my dad, he lost 18 kgs. I think my dad was 38 kg, 18 or 24 kg. So yeah,
So
the
it's a
medicines are very toxic.
yeah, it's very toxic. I think the emotional strain on it is also very because
Because you
again,
don't belong. My life did not feel normal. My friends used to go travel and I just used to be home and puke. Home, puke, home, puke. Morning breakfast, I puke. I take my lunch medicines, I puke. I take my evening snacks medicines, I puke. And night's medicines, I puke. I was just puking day and night. I did not have a normal life. I wanted help somebody. I used to ask people. Then I found this stupid page, TB page on Facebook. I started talking to TB patients. If they were sharing their story, my symptoms became worse. If somebody was puking blood, it even became worse for me. Even I started thinking I'm puking blood. And there came a day I was taking clofazimine medicine. That's one of the medicine turned me completely dark. So when I used to cough, red color used to come out. I thought I'm puking blood. And that scared me every day that's coming. It stopped now, some days back. So for a year, even after finishing my medication, I used to get that red color from my spit. I thought I'm puking blood and I used to scare. I was like, Saga, now something will happen. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And still that thought, I'm gonna die, I'm not out of it. Anything small happens to me, I run to hospital. I go to my doctor. I call Dr. Vikas. Doctor, am I fine? Am I okay? Will I survive? He's like, you're out of it. Lakshmi, don't take it. I said, no, you sure? I don't have skin. I'm having skin rashes. You sure it did not spread to my skin? It did not spread to my brain. So the stigma, emotional, it takes time.
there's a lot of there's a lot of fear with it. Even if you're aware of it, even if you know, even if you've been through this, because it's been how long now that you've been in
So
this
I
journey?
recovered last year. It's been 1 year, 4 months now.
Okay, so it's been a long journey. So even if you're there, it's still like every day
But
it's
you
still
don't
hard.
get out of it easily. I have one staff, Shameen. She works for me at my clinic. She's a therapist. So it's been 10 years. She's not out of that.
Mm-hmm.
She still keeps going to doctor every 6 months to get a test done.
Test on.
She's like, ma'am, I'm still not out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It scares me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's been 10 years for her and it's just been 1 year. So I keep telling people, it takes time.
Yes.
I'm sure eventually I may forget it, but I'm still not out of it. The
Right.
thought I have to take my medicines again. It
Mhm.
scares me.
Yeah. So this is another stigma also, is that you just take the medicine and that you're fine, you'll get over it. There's like a 6-month course of medicine, but that's not the case. I mean, this
So it
is
depends. Start from 6 months, goes till 2 years. So there
okay.
are different type of TB.
Yes.
So you have a normal TB, you have multi-drug resistance, you have XTR, you have extreme double XTR. So that if somebody, for example, I'm MDR, multi-drug resistance, I stop my medication, I go to extreme XTR.
Mm.
And India is right now in XTR, the
Okay.
hub of XTR. That's the worst TB. It means most of the medicines will not work on you.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about that, because also talking about TB, that it's a global issue. It's not just an issue in India, it's a global issue. So maybe we could just talk a little bit about that as well.
I think everyone has TB right now, whoever is staying in India. That's what my doctor says. Most of the people in India are traveling by bus or train, locals. And it's just that the TB is not active. Hence, immunity is very important. And India is a hub of XDR TB at the moment. Extreme drug resistance, where medicine is not going to work. You have to be on a very strict regime. For me, multi drug resistance, I was in all the medication. So when the biopsy, they do your test. So they tell you resistance to which drug. I was so unlucky, unfortunate, nothing came. So I was given exterior medicines as well because they were hitting the blind spot. Something will work for her. I still remember, I was like, Doctor, would you reduce some of my medicines? He's like, I wish, bacha, I wish, but I can't do it for you because, we cannot take risk. You've already not taken 3, 4 medicines. And I used to do my test every week for my heart attack because I was taking one of the medicines which causes heart attack. So every once in 10 days or once in 7 days, I have to go and get my test done. So I used to go in fear, even like little sensation in my heart or my chest comes. I was like, I'm getting attacked, I'm getting attacked. So even I'm working, I'm sitting, for example, I was sitting with my patient and my husband is explaining something to him. I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm getting panic attacks. And as he finished, I was like, take me, I want to get my ECG done. So I started acting like a mad person throughout. And yeah, I mean, XTR people are not aware of it. I only want to tell someone suffering right now with any of the TB, don't leave your medication in between. If you have normal TB, you'll go to MDR. If you have MDR, you'll go to XTR. The journey will become much more longer. And it is curable. It's not curable. It is curable. If you have TB, please have medicines. There are good days ahead. You have to believe, you have to have hope, you have to believe in God.
I know there were days, we've spoken about this, I know there were days where you didn't have a lot of hope. So, what would you say, having found this hope again, this purpose again, what would you say to somebody that's on a difficult journey, that's asking, why do I have this? Or when am I going to feel better? Or like, why is this happening to me? What would you say to them?
I'll say, hold on. Anyone who's suffering through mentally, physically, emotionally, or health related, just hold on. There are good days to come. I know it's easy to say right now I've recovered, but believe me, from my journey, I used to ask the same thing, when will it happen? Because 2 years not a small journey. When you have to take the medicines, you have to count every day. For me, it's like I have to count 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I had my own diary journal, the books. I still remember I got this two very big book to write everyday journal and was like, throw this right now. And I used to see the book. I was like, so many days, only, 10 pages are over. Now I have to finish more 300, 400 pages to pass 1 year. You have to hold on. This is so step. I know you feel heavy, you feel hopeless, but it's your life and you only get one. It's worth fighting for.
So, I think this is anybody that has either,
Don't give up.
yeah,
It's
anyone
a
that,
beautiful life. I mean, I used to think when I used to go to the hospital, I used to see people in worse condition than me, but still they did not give up. I still remember one person, he was 70-year-old uncle. He got TB and he was, so I used to go like to once government hospital to get my medicines. So he was outside. He did not even have a house. He was taking medicines. And he asked me, even you have TB? I said, yes. He's like, you're very lucky. At least you have food to eat.
mm,
So I think we don't count our blessings. God has given you life. We are young. For me, I was young enough to fight it.
mhm,
There are people who are older. My dad couldn't, survive.
mhm.
So I think just hold on. There are better days to come. It's going to be hard, but believe me, once you come out of it, you'll be so much stronger. And like I did it, that thing, that purpose.
Yeah, and that purpose and that strength is something that definitely shines through you. So I think no matter where you are in this journey, I would say to anybody watching, no matter where you are in this journey, if it's TB, if it's some kind of silent illness, if it's cancer, if it's something else, wherever you are, just don't give up, right?
Don't give up. I think it's worth fighting for. And plus, this time, your fight isn't with the world; it's with yourself.
Mhm.
And you can't lose to yourself,
Right.
right?
Yeah, exactly. It all starts and ends with you, right? So yeah,
Absolutely.
if you are good with yourself, if you're being kind to yourself through the journey, because it's a long journey. Even once you're healthy, it's still the emotional part of it. It's still everything you've been
Absolutely.
through. So you need to be kind to yourself. It's really
Any
important.
illness, you have to be kind. It's just not, illness. I think I became much more empathetic.
Mhm.
I understand. Before I was like, oh, Taylor, you just have this and you're cribbing so much. Everyone has their own pain threshold.
Mhm.
Maybe what's small for you would be big for someone else. So you have to be more empathetic and understand other person, and you have to let go and just say, this too shall pass.
Yes.
Nothing is forever.
Yes. And I think that's also a really good tip it's a good tip for emotional awareness. It's a huge part of
My
emotional
dad
intelligence.
used to tell me when I was very happy, I think he was very practical. He's like, don't be too happy, this too shall pass. When I used to be very sad, he said, don't be too sad, this too shall pass.
Mhm.
So that's something I learned from my dad, this too shall pass.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking about your father, TB is not just for you personally, it's also very deeply emotional because, as you said, you've lost your father in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Was this a turning point for you, his loss? And now that you've also gone through the same journey, but that you are a survivor of it, in your own recovery, is your dad's journey and that loss helped you even develop your purpose further?
Honestly, when it happened to me, I realized my dad was in terrible pain. Until, see, I'm talking to you, but you can't walk my shoes. Same, I did not understand my dad's journey. Doctor was like, he's not eating his food, he's losing weight. I used to crib, Papa, what are you doing? Why are you, stressing us? Why don't you eat on time? Why don't you take your medicines? He used to puke. And I thought that he's puking because he doesn't want to take medicine, acting like a baby. And it's just 56. I was like, Papa, you're not that old. Don't do that to yourself. Just have. When it happened to me, and when I used to puke, I realized I firstly went to my dad and I said sorry. Until date, when I wake up, I tell my dad, I'm sorry. I didn't understand your pain.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because now you literally walked in his shoes in that way. It's okay. Take time.
He was in terrible shape. He couldn't walk just like me. And he was old. He was diabetic.
Yeah. So that's a very challenging thing.
So, I tell my brother also that you're not dad's favorite. I was dad's favorite. He chose me so that I could choose, see his pain, understand his pain.
Yeah.
I still remember my dad lost so much of weight. And I used to tell me, you're not eating. That's why he couldn't eat.
Yeah.
He was puking. He became so weak. I still remember my dad. The last time I saw him, he told me one thing, you're a fighter. You're fighting for me.
Yeah.
I think he was a fighter.
Yeah. I think you're also a fighter. I think it takes a fighter to deal with this kind
So
of illness.
I feel guilty for not understanding his pain. That guilt has converted into empathy now. I think now a much more bigger vision. I have a purpose. I want to eradicate TB. I want to be part of the mission to end TB. Even if small, like 0.1% also I can contribute, I would love to do that. For me, I think I have a bigger purpose. I don't want any child to lose their parent. I don't want any child to see their parents suffering the way I did my dad suffering. I don't want anybody to suffer the way I suffer. It was a silent battle. When I walk like this, I look like this, people see, oh, she's a decent girl. She looks good, but there's so much more to it, what I fought. I don't talk about it, but yes. And I really want to tell everyone, not just TB, if your parents, if you're fighting, but anybody, if your friend also understand they're in pain, they're just not there. There is a reason they're not eating medicine. Imagine me, I was 28, young girl, healthy, with no existing illness, couldn't take those medicines. My dad was 56. So that change, I think I'm much more empathetic now. I'm much more kinder person now. I understand, I feel pain.
This is a gift in some ways. It's a very hard one.
That's why I said it happened for me.
Yeah, yeah. It happened for you. It didn't happen to you. So
It
it's a
happened
wonderful
for
gift.
me.
So just to transition a little bit. So from healing, since you're going through this healing journey, to now empowering. So you don't come from a medical background. I know that your husband is a doctor, but you don't come from a medical background. I know that you're building your own products now. What drew you to the world of skincare and healing? Was it more of a calling, or did you want to help others heal, or was it just an interest that you had?
I was a designer, honestly. I was never into skin. I've seen, see, when you talk about empathy, it doesn't like somebody is suffering from illness. I've seen a lot of women at the clinic who were, by weight, they were not happy. They did not look a certain way. They were unhappy because they had pigmentation. They all had real issues. And I think that was my calling. When I realized if I could help these women out there, I can help myself, I can help heal myself. That's how me and Dr. Sagar decided that whatever we do at the clinic, we'll do the best. And I think he's a root. If I'm a tree, he's a root. He's very strong.
Yes.
And the entire journey, he did not even give up. I've seen him crying separate, but he never cried in front of me. And he's just also 33. He's like, no, I'm not going to cry. You're strong. Nothing's going to happen to you. Let's go chill. I was like, no, I'm not going to chill. I think more than me, he suffered.
Yeah. As a partner in business, it's a friend, somebody that cares. To see your partner suffering through something is very difficult.
Yeah, I was never a part of Skinwood, but yes, initially it was just I wanted to keep myself busy. I used to come to Skinwood, but then I realized it really helping me heal.
Yes.
It's helping me if when I'm seeing other people like coming to me with their problem, with a real skin concern, and which is for them, that's depression. That really helped me. And I really did not wanted to compromise. Then when Dr. Sagar told me we should not compromise, we should only take which is USFDA approved technology to get the best, so that which is safe in terms of safety. We wanted, because for us it was not about profit, it was about people. So now I think it shaped us. For us, quality matters. I don't want because of our technology or our clinic anyone should suffer. So I think the products, the treatments, the machines we use, all USFDA approved.
So since we're on a healing journey, you yourself, but also those people that you are helping in your clinic, what's one tip you would give someone that's going through any kind of healing journey? It could be because they want their skin to be different. It could be an external. It could be a health. It could be emotional. It could be mental. It could be any of these things. What's one tip you would say as a survivor and thriver? What would you say?
Enjoy this phase as well.
Okay. Enjoy it as well.
Enjoy it as well. Hold on, enjoy it, because this time will not come back. And you'll come out so stronger.
Yes.
So when I used to tell my doctor, I'm into depression, it's like, hold on. So now even small thing happen, I think I've gone through this. This is nothing for me. So hold on. And sometimes, as you said, it can be a phase. So a woman came from other clinics. She got a few treatments done. And most of the treatments are in India, when it comes to technology, we are not that well versed and we don't do ethical practice. And that's where Skinwood plays a very big role. Even our front desk are full of doctors. My partner, Dr. Sagari, always makes sure the treatments are done by doctors only. She came, her skin was completely burned because peel, the person who did, kept for 10 minutes extra. You cannot. And unfortunately, even we couldn't, touch that phase because it will come on us. The other clinic will say it not happen. So that was the healing. If we get the best, if we can create an awareness why they should choose us, it's not about money making. It's about saving life for us. So that moment when he said, no, we can't do it, I was like, why can't we do it? He's like, no, her face is already gone through so much, is burned. I cannot touch her face. So yeah, I think if right awareness is there, we can save so many lives.
I imagine that running multiple businesses comes with challenges, right? Because you said that you were designing first and then now you have this as well. Has there been a point where you've had to make difficult decisions about where to focus your energy? Or as a woman entrepreneur, have you ever felt any kind of pressure to excel without missing any beat, even though it's hard because it's stressful?
I learned to say no now.
Okay.
Before it was about, oh, this business seems good. It has money. I should go for it. Now I have a purpose. If it doesn't help me, if it doesn't help my purpose, and it doesn't help to create an impact, I say no. Okay. It's very important to stay grounded. Sometimes you have to understand ethical. Now it's just not about being an entrepreneur. It's about having a purpose as well. It's not about making money at the moment. It's about making a change. It's a revolution for me.
So if it doesn't align with your purpose,
I
then
say no.
You say no.
I say clear no. I think that at a very young age, I realized there's something more than money. It's purpose.
Yeah, purpose. It is. Yes.
And when you sleep, I think it's when I sleep at night, it gives me happiness that I did something right today. I didn't do it for money. I did it for something more meaningful. And maybe it will not help me now, but eventually that will help me.
Yeah, more profound and more resourceful for everyone. It's
Absolutely.
not just about self, it's about giving back and things of that nature, which is really good. Also, saying no is a huge thing. I know on this, for people that are watching the podcast, I know the concept of saying no is really important. How did you get there to learn to say no? Like besides the words, it's something, we have a lot of internal dialogue. They help you. Okay, great.
They help me. When so many rejection and people were so unkind to me, when I really wanted to please people, I learned from them it's important to be honest. At least I was honest. That's how I learned. Yes, it's important to say no. You can't make everyone happy. Nobody made me happy through my journey.
Yes.
So I am choosing no for myself. So when you say no, you're true to yourself. I'm not doing something to make people happy. I'm doing to make myself happy. I'm making my community happy. And for me, I have a purpose to it. I'm not saying no because I don't like you. I'm saying no because it doesn't have purpose.
Yes.
If you tell me, okay, for example, you come to my clinic, I'm giving you this much, you promote my brand. I'll say no.
Mhm.
What's the purpose? Is it really helping?
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
not, as I said, it's not about money. It's about, is it really helping my clients? Is it really helping my people? So
Mhm.
no means no.
No.
I'm going to use it. If I don't find a purpose, then simply no. Even if you give me double, I'm not going to be happy for
Yeah.
that.
Amazing. That's wonderful. So you're building multiple ventures while working alongside your husband. From the outside, it looks like a dream team, but I'm sure there are layers to that dynamic. What's the biggest challenge in maintaining your personal identity while building a joint empire?
Honest is beautiful and challenging at times. We both are very, I mean, I think I'm fire, he's calm, he's water. So that somehow balances it out. But yeah, I said I learned to say no. Now I have my own voice. He understands that, where I'm coming from. And as I said, he's a root, I'm a tree. So he understands my decision. If build something, he's not one of those men, oh, why are you doing this? He let me lead. Very few men, I think, let you do that. So he's like, he trusts me. He's like, if you think this is right, go for it. He's the mind behind the science, Skinwood. I think I'm the heart and vision. Where empathy comes from me, he does a consultation, but apart from that, how the brand should look and feel, that comes. We know our client by name. We don't take more than 10 clients in a day. So we know every client, the name, their history, the lifestyle. It's more like a family. They come, what treatments they have done, which product. You tell me any of the client, I know everything about them. So it's just not about making money. It's about making a brand, a revolution.
Yeah, you're creating in a family an experience, a journey for them.
Small unit, but yeah, I'm sure we're going to be there eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure you will as well. So you've already built so much, but I hear there's some exciting new chapters in the works too. Can you tell us about the new ventures you're driving into?
So I've been talking to Dr. Sagar lately. I really want to start my own skincare cosmetic brand. Reason being, when I suffered, not even a single good cosmetic brand really helped me. Harsh chemicals, because obviously my partner is a MD dermat. He's like one of the renowned doctors in India. So he said, don't use this product. He only chosen international products over Indian products. And that's why I said, why are we choosing international? Why are we not choosing Indian products? He said, if you see, the ingredients is not good, it's harmful. That's when I realized, how about we get some nice product and we really help people, and whatever we earn, the profit will go to cure TB. A portion of the profit will go to cure TB. Imagine you're using something just not to, you're not for yourself, but you're helping other person as well. That purpose.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. I'd love to hear a little bit more about this. So, because we had talked a little bit about that, the part of the proceeds will go to support somebody healing from TB, but how exactly do you want them to do that? Because what is it that you felt that they were not getting and that you want to be
A lot of products,
addressed?
for example, niacinamide, people are adding 1% to it, but it's not even 0.1%. Reason being, most of my partners, friends are into the same industry or making products. They're like, no, that's one of the reasons. And they're charging bomb
Mhm.
for one product. It's more of profit, not for, for people. It's about making money. For
Mhm.
us, it's not about making money because I suffered so much. It's coming from a warrior, from a survivor. I don't
Mhm.
want anybody to go through it. If you're paying, you should get the best
Mhm.
out of it. And when it comes to skin, people are so insecure, women, men, everyone, because I meet a lot of women, I have pigmentation, little it bothers them how you look.
Yes.
Entire the way you look, the you feel, it somehow shapes you.
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of women coming up pigmentation issue, melasma, freckles, and they're using expensive products, and it's not going to be useful. Sometimes it even impacts, it worsen your skin.
Mhm.
So obviously, then that's how I came. I told him, I really want to start something, my own skincare brand, and where it's not dermatologically tested, it's made by a dermat.
Mhm.
Is going to be a big difference because he's going to put his heart and soul, because I have gone through a major shift.
Mhm.
So I'm sure something is not going to compromise. We started our trials and tested. I said, it's good. He said, no, it's not good yet. It's going to take time, but eventually we'll be there. And I said, a portion of the profit will be collaborated with an NGO who's taking care of TB patient
Mhm.
to heal how much ever we can do it from. Imagine you're buying something and saving life also.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And
It
then
has a purpose. The product is just not about looking good, it's about making you feel good also.
Mhm.
Every time you buy a product, every product has a story.
Yes, you have consciousness. There's a conscious journey with that. It's not just buying
Absolutely.
something. So that's great. It's very health focused as well, which is part of this as well. It's real health, not just like
With purpose.
exactly, with purpose. Okay, so the fighter mindset is what we're going to talk about now. So you fought through physical and emotional battles and emerged stronger, which we definitely all can see, and it's wonderful to be able to be here as an example of that for others. How has your journey shaped the way you lead your team?
It made me more empathetic, as I said. Now I think I'm much more kinder person. Before I was a boss. Now I'm a family to them. I understand if somebody is in pain. If you're in higher post, you always don't see people who are below you. You're like, yeah, they're working. But now I know everyone by the story. I sit with them. So it changed me as a better human being, I think. So as I said, happened for me.
Mhm.
It changed me as a beautiful human. For me, I don't know, I may be not that great for someone else, but for me, I see myself as a different person altogether.
Mhm.
Now when I see someone when they are in pain, I understand it was just not about boss. People respect me, and I think that's more important. When I meet my staff, they give me so much love. I I mean, it's incredible. I think it wasn't the same. I was a different person. I was a brat. I did not care about. I was like, yeah, fine, she's unwell. Fine, I'll go and party. But now I'm like, oh, she's unwell. I have to be there. I have to sit with her.
Mhm.
If my staff. So, and Skinwood has become my baby. I don't have a child. I think Skinwood is my child. So,
Mhm.
whatever happens in Skinwood around my brand, it affects me a lot. So, I
Mhm.
really wanted it should be, it's just not a brand, it's an emotion for me.
Yeah. So you met people where they were. It's humanity to humanity now.
Absolutely. It's human to human right now.
Yeah.
It's for me, I understand people. For me, I get to see small service sector. I meet everyday new people. We all share our story. And I think skin would happen for a reason.
Absolutely. I think your whole journey happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
It's very hard to see that at times, but from what I'm hearing, it definitely is to reach your purpose, but also to help you evolve as well as a human being, because you cannot go through something like what you've been through and not evolve and not develop and grow.
Absolutely.
Because as we said before, you're not just a survivor. I think you're thriving at this and in so many different things.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've spoken about turning your battles into purpose, but what about the days that feels like the battle is ongoing? How do you stay resilient when that why me keeps on coming back?
I talk to myself when you said, yeah, obviously there are days which are very difficult. As I said, 3 days back again, I went to doctor. Now as I was texting my doctor while I was sitting here, I texted my doctor, I'm going for this podcast. I'm sitting here. I'm scared. If they talk about me, will I get panic attack again? He's like, relax. I'll show you the text. He just messaged, relax, capital, go for it.
Mhm.
It's not easy. But I tell myself, I didn't survive to live small. I
Right.
survived to create meaning.
Mhm.
So yeah, and when my friends, family messaged me, seeing you did not give up, gave us the strength to fight our battle. I think that's what makes me happy that at least I created some impact on my family and close ones.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's not easy, but slowly, gradually, we be there. I started my therapy, as I told you. I work out, I travel. I started traveling as well. That really helped me
Mhm.
because once you're at same place, you're meeting same people, you really need a shift as well.
Mhm.
Because when I'm clear, I'm enjoying my life, come back, I can give more to my people. So it's
Mhm.
very important travel and just not be there and work out. Anybody is going through something, please take therapy.
Mhm. Yes.
Your family can't help you. You
Yeah,
have to go
absolutely.
to.
I think that's a great thing to bring up actually, is to take away some stigma on therapy as well, which is what we often do on this podcast, is that therapy is not because there's something wrong or broken. It's because you want to make sure that you can be the best version of yourself, and that
Absolutely.
and getting somebody outside of self, outside of your family, and somebody that's actually that has the right degree to know how to do this, that has the training to help you. It's like giving yourself an extra boost. Like you, in any other thing besides mental and emotional health, we would think about doing this without a problem. You have a cough, you're going to take something for the cough. You have fever, you're going to take something for the fever. Something simple. But this, it's like, oh no, I can't do that because there's a stigma with therapy. But therapy is incredibly helpful. Everybody should be
So a
going to therapy.
doctor told me same thing. Your brain, your stomach is unwell, you go to a gastro.
Yes.
You're not feeling good, your skin wise, you go to a dermat.
Yes.
If you're not feeling good, you meet a doctor. But if your brain is, even brain can be unwell too. You
Yeah,
have
of
to
course.
go and meet. So people, even for me, like people think I'm a psycho. And it took time for me to understand, no, my brain is unwell.
Mhm.
My brain is controlling me. I can't control my brain. I need a medical help.
Mhm.
And it's okay to take medical help. It's for yourself. It's for your own people.
Yes.
And yeah, even if they give you medicine, don't say no. Take your medicines as well.
Yes. Yeah. No, you take the steps you need to do to heal yourself. This is not just a physical thing. If anybody's been through trauma in any way, shape, or form, either because of health or because of something that happened to them, it's really important that once they've physically healed of something, that they also need to make sure they're also healing mentally and emotionally as well.
Mentally healing is very important
Mhm.
because to heal physically, you need to be mentally strong.
Yes.
You have to not give up. If you're not mentally strong, you will give up anytime.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I told you I was not mentally strong, but my dad couldn't survive. I was fighting my dad's journey. I think I was fighting my dad's battle.
Yes, yes.
So that did not let me give up.
Yeah, if you're once they say that your body will give out way before your brain, so make sure your brain is stronger because your brain will keep your body going. But if you give up the brain, then you've lost that battle. So you want to make sure that you do that. So it's wonderful you're taking the steps. So let's talk a little bit now about beauty beyond the medicine, right? So basically the life beyond when a day when you will no longer have to take any medicine. So since you've been on this journey now for 2 years of healing, I can imagine that there were different phases where just maybe it wasn't even without medicine. Maybe it was like, at least I'll have a couple of hours before I have to take more medicine. Talk to us a little bit about the mental resilience, what you did on a daily basis to kind of get you to that next step so that you are where you are now.
Initially, it was very difficult, to be very honest. Initial first 5, 6 days, I gave up. I was like, no, I don't take medicine. It's okay if I die. I'm going to enjoy for 2 years. I'm going to live. But then when I knew that if I don't take medicines, it's going to spread in my body, different body parts. And then if it spreads to my lungs, I can give it to my partner, my family, my friends. That something stopped me and made me stronger that I should take medicines. And yes, it was difficult. Every day, imagine I have to date kid for 2 years, and every day is like 364 into 365 into 2, right? It's 5 days into 2. I was like, oh my God, that's a long journey. And then when I used to take my medicines, I used to crib every day. I don't want to take. I used to cry every day. Second day, cry. Initial first month was I was crying. There was no other option. Taking medicines, crying, puking, taking medicines, puking. Second month, again the same day. Third month, I gathered courage. Fourth month, more courage. Fifth month, again I was broken, but I was like, I came a long way. 5 months, I can't give up. 6 month, I gathered courage. 7 month, again, I started working. I'll tell everyone who's going through, keep yourself busy. It wasn't easy. When I talk about it, I'm thinking those days, what I used to do. I used to sit in the balcony. I used to see people playing. I was like, when will I get? That gave me hope. Even I'll play. If I take medicines, life will be better. I was thinking of living 2 years. I should die after 2 years. But no, I can live for more 100 years. And yeah, life, then I used to think life beyond medicines.
Yes.
Beauty beyond medicines. And I still remember the last month, I was like, okay, now the medicine stopped. What will I do? I started writing. I'll travel here. I'll meet my friends. I'll wear this dress. I'll do makeup. That was the first time I did my makeup when I stopped my medicines. 2 years, I did not even apply lipstick because I used to puke every time in that chemical smell. I used to be more nauseous. And when medicine, the day when doctor said you're TB free, I think that was the biggest moment of my life. I was dancing on road. I still have that video. My sister took it. I was literally dancing. So there was this guy was selling vegetable. I literally went and hugged him. I was like, I'm TB free. I'm TB free. I was yelling. So I still think I'll post that video one day.
Yes. Yes, you should. You absolutely should, because it's celebratory of not only of being free of TB, but where you are now, like what you've gone through and where you are and the person that you are now.
I think I'm amazing.
Yeah, you are amazing.
I fought it. I did it.
Yeah, you absolutely did it. You did do it.
I never ranked. I never topped in my life. I think I was a mediocre student. But I think I ranked first in my life. I finished my course.
Yes. Amazing. That's amazing.
I did not even give up. I complained. I cribbed every day, but I took my medicines. So I think if I can do it, anybody who's watching this, they can do it too.
Yeah.
And always remember, there's life beyond your medicines, the beauty beyond the medicines. Imagine the day you stop the healing, your medicines, your whatever you're suffering, the day you stop it, see after that, what's next, plan that day. I think just see life beyond that.
Yeah. So always looks like a good thing for mental resilience in this case, because what you're talking about is resilience, is to always have some kind of goal, even if it's tiny. It could be, I'm going to be able to play that game again, or I'm going to be able to go for a walk outside, or I'm going to be able to maybe
have a normal life.
Have a normal life. Yeah.
But that's what you should focus on. When I recover, I said, have a normal life. Believe me, you have a normal life right there, right then also. Don't think you'll have a normal life. You're normal. But yeah, you can do normal things where you don't have to take medicines. You can be like normal people. You're still a normal person, but yeah, you'll not have to take medicines. You'll do so many things. You can travel, you can meet your friends. And I still remember for 1 month, my medicines used to be on the side. I used to get this, where is my medicine? I was like, my medicine stopped.
Yeah.
And that feeling, I was like, shit. And then I was like, I really completed it.
Yeah, yeah,
And that feeling is amazing.
yeah, yeah.
When I think of it, I was like, wow, I did it. I
Yeah.
completed it. I
Yeah.
fought it. And my dad would be so proud of me.
Yeah. This is thriving. So this is
Yeah.
exactly what thriving is. Surviving it is okay. You no longer have the illness, but this is you've gone beyond that because you have something beyond that, and you're giving wonderful tips. So if you could give us just 3 tips, one tip for the person that's just starting their health journey. So it could be TB, it could be something else. Somebody that's in the middle of it, and somebody that's just finishing it. What 3 tips would you give them for the person in the middle?
Starting,
Yep.
hold on.
Okay.
It's okay. You'll get there. In middle, you have come so long. Don't give up now.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody is completing it. You're a warrior.
Yes.
I don't think I have to give them any tip. We
Yeah.
all should meet and cheer each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we all should go and party out loud.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, this is a wonderful thing. This is talking about celebration. So it's so important, like your dance that you did in the road, and the fact that you're here right now talking about it. You need to celebrate and give space to the victories that we have in life, because some people think, okay, I'm free, I'm healthy now, and then like that's it. Like they maybe hug someone, they maybe celebrate for a moment. No, you need to celebrate every single day because what you've been through has transformed you. And this has been a gift to you in some ways, and now you should be able to celebrate that and bring it forward because it's huge. I mean,
Absolutely.
it is really huge. Lakshmi, this conversation has been really insightful and really enjoyable, and you've given me so much strength just by talking about your journey. So thank you so much. And you've touched upon some really important topics. I know you've been an inspiration for everyone. So to wrap this up, let's lighten it up a little bit. Let me get to know you beyond the brand, beyond the battles, just you. Unfiltered. So some rapid fire questions. Don't worry, we're not going to ask anything too personal. All right. So just whatever comes to your mind. First thing, a place that's on your travel bucket list this year.
China, Japan.
Okay. Fashion trends you're still obsessed with.
White shirt, blue denim.
Your guilty indulgence after a long day.
Chocolates.
One skincare product you can't live without.
SPF.
Yeah, me too. Amazing. A fashion trend you secretly love but won't admit publicly until now.
Bold lips.
Okay. 3 words your team would use to describe your leadership style.
I think grounded, a good listener, and direct.
Your go-to vacation destination when you need to escape everything.
If it's India, mountains.
A song that instantly lifts your mood.
Love you, Zindagi.
If you weren't running Skinwood or your label, what would you be doing?
Motivational speaker. I think after this, I should get that job.
I think you should do that, actually. That's the next step. Next phase. One celebrity you'd love to style in your clothing label.
Deepika Padukone. I think she's timeless.
One line mantra you live by.
I did not come this far to come this far.
Amazing. What's not part of your definition of success, even if the world says it should be?
Hustling.
Okay. Finish the sentence. People think I'm, but I'm actually I'm.
People think I'm bold, but I'm very sensitive.
What's louder, your inner critic or your intuition?
Intuition.
Amazing. Always.
Always.
Always. Thank you so much for being here. This has
Thank
been
you
so
so
inspiring. Much. Thank you for taking the courage to be able to tell us about your journey, and not only that you've survived something, but you're thriving in it, and you've been an inspiration to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I hope I do make a change after this. I hope people do talk about TB after this openly.
Yes, I believe that they will. We've taken the stigma away from it for sure, and we've educated people. So thank you for all you're doing in this space, and also just for health in general.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lakshmi, thank you for bringing such depth and raw honesty to today's conversation. Your story isn't just one of survival, it's a testament to the power of purpose, the strength of a fighter, and the grace of someone who has learned to see life's challenges as gifts. For those listening, whether you're facing a health crisis, navigating a career pivot, or simply trying to find purpose in your pain, Lakshmi's journey reminds us that true success isn't about what you achieve, but who you become through it all. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories on Success Decoded, where we go behind the surface to uncover the real stories behind success.